Okay? All right, here we go. Gratitude. Now, gratitude is the soul's way of having fun, right? It's the soul's way of rejoicing. Gratitude is a time-honored way to express our joy for the amazing, abundant blessings in our lives. Expressing gratitude is also a way to pause, just to pause, and remember that each day is a precious gift. When you express gratitude, share your joy, and celebrate your blessings, you open your heart and open the door to new possibilities and greater abundance. Now, you can cultivate the practice of gratitude by being present to and grateful for the abundant grace, mercies, protections, and miracles in your life. Because of these bountiful blessings, you are here. You are here, you're alive, you're vibrant, and you are astonishing. So give thanks daily. Give thanks continually. I want you to carry this practice with you wherever you go, the practice of gratitude. M.J. Ryan helps us remember. She says, consciously cultivating thankfulness is a journey of the soul, one that begins when we look around us and see the positive effects that gratitude creates. So gratitude is more than just writing down your blessings or writing out thank you notes or saying thank you, right? Gratitude can actually become a way of being through practice, right? That 30 days of practice, trying it on, and 30 days, right? You're repeating, you're training yourself, and you can actually transition from doing gratitude into becoming and being gratitude. Another practice is beauty. Now, beauty is food for our soul. Thomas More reminds us that what food is to the body, arresting, complex, and pleasing images are to the soul. And so are arresting, complex, and pleasing places, sounds, and experiences. That's why it takes our breath away when we witness an exquisite persimmon sunset, right? It takes our breath away when we hear beautiful, soul-stirring music like a jazz suite by John Coltrane, when we experience the awesome wonder of a solitary shooting star against a black expanse of sky. We embrace our full humanity and divinity when we are aware of and in contact with that which is beautiful. Remember that beauty is everywhere. Cultivate the practice of beauty by being aware of the astonishing beauty all around you. Here are a few examples. The smile of a child, wind whispering in the trees, first flowers that push through the warming earth after winter's long chill, yellow crocus, grape hyacinth, paper white narcissus. A few more examples. The satisfying shape of a hand-thrown vase, the aroma of just baked bread, the amazing artistry of cornrowed hair. Acknowledge the beauty in your life, not just once in a while, but every single day. And as you take in beauty, your soul will become more beautiful. Our sisters and brothers from the Navajo Nation encourage us to walk in beauty so that we might carry beauty with us and imbue beauty at all times. Let the words of this beautiful Navajo prayer inspire you. Let it breathe into you. Happily may I walk. May it be beautiful before me. May it be beautiful behind me. May it be beautiful below me. May it be beautiful above me. May it be beautiful all around me. In beauty, it is finished. I agree with Joan Chittister when she says, it is the beauty within us that makes it possible for us to recognize the beauty around us. And now the practice of silence. Silence is that gracious space where there is no sound, no activity, or words. I'm going to repeat that. Silence is that gracious space where there is no sound, no activity, or words. We often think of silence as just having no sound. But that's not it. No sound, no activity, no words. In our noise-polluted culture, silence is not just a luxury, it is a necessity. In silence, we actually hear what is essential. In silence, we can listen for and attend to the deep desires of our own heart. As poet Rainer Maria Rilke reminds us, our task is to listen to the news that is always arriving out of silence. In silence, we can develop an intimacy with ourselves that is otherwise impossible. And I love that word, intimacy. If you think about it, it kind of sounds like into me see. So in silence, we can develop an into me see, an intimacy with ourselves that is otherwise impossible. In silence, we rest and renew ourselves emotionally, intellectually, physically, and spiritually. Now, you can cultivate the practice of silence by turning off your cell phone, by turning off your iPad, by turning off your computer, your radio, your TV, your video games. And then you can appreciate the silence. I want you to find a time when you will not be interrupted or distracted, and then find a place, real or imaginary, to practice silence daily. Begin with 5 minutes. Next week, try 10 minutes. The following week, try 15 minutes, then 30. Then try to practice silence for 60 minutes each day. Now, for some of you, this might be a little hard, right? So give yourself some grace. Start with 5, then 10, then 15, then 30, and then try 60 minutes each day. In this spacious silence, Mother Teresa instructs us, you can hear God everywhere. In the closing of the door, in the person who needs you, in the birds that sing in the flowers, in the animals. How about music? Music as a practice. Now, throughout the ages, the art of music has held a sacred place in our lives. However, in our contemporary culture, music's higher purposes have been muted or forgotten altogether. Once intended to illuminate, uplift, and assist in humanity's spiritual evolution, we now use music as a mere prop for marketing or as mundane entertainment. Now, that's not wholesale, but oftentimes that's how music is used in our culture. But you know what? Music is so much more. Beyond being a sacred treasure, music is love and sorrow, imagination and wonder made audible. When we create music or listen to it and honor it for the precious gift it provides, our lives are vastly enriched, vastly improved. You can cultivate the practice of creating or listening to music by humming a melody you already know, or, hey, create your own song. You can also listen to uplifting or soothing music. And I want you to try listening to music without words. Okay? Without the words, just instrumental music, so you aren't distracted by the message, the words of the lyrics. Bring instrumental music into your life daily, or simply hum the song in your own heart. I agree with Aldous Huxley, who says, after silence, that which comes nearest to expressing the inexpressible is music. Now, the practice of solitude. Solitude is uninterrupted time for you to be alone. Uninterrupted, undistracted, undisturbed. Solitude means unplugging from your electronics, your computers, your tablets, your cell phones. It means getting off the grid, right? And away from it all. Solitude provides us with the oxygen required for deep rest, renewal, and restoration. In solitude, your soul just opens wide, and you can listen deeply. You can reconnect with who you are when you are not overly identified with the many roles you play at work, at home, in your family, in your community, right? Now, I want you to cultivate the practice of solitude by making time to be alone. Alone, right? And I want you to practice being alone at least once a week. Set aside at least 1 hour on the same day each week and make a date with yourself. Put it on your calendar. And then I want you to expand your weekly rhythm, okay, your weekly rhythm of making a date with yourself, to include a half day or a day-long solo retreat once a month. It's been said that in solitude we are silent so that we may hear, focused, so that we may craft substantial things. Indeed, solitude is the furnace of transformation. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there are many, many practices to cultivate sanctuary. Today we've talked about gratitude, beauty, silence, music, and solitude. If you want to learn more about these practices and then some, be sure to check out my book,